Bruh, have you ever felt like the world is against you? Yeah. Nah, I'm serious. What if I told you you've got unknown friends in the highest places? Oh wow, people you'll never see, who will move mountains just to protect you. Insane, right? But wait, it gets crazier. Their power, their loyalty, it's beyond anything you can imagine. Picture this. Every threat, every enemy, every whisper plotting against you, crushed before it even reaches your ears. That's not luck. That's strategy, precision, unseen guardians working quietly in your favor while the world thinks you're alone. Yeah, exactly. It's terrifying, it's exhilarating, and it's real. Now, stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll see the world in a way you never thought possible. You'll understand why the impossible bends for you, how untouchable you truly are, and how their protection, yeah, it literally shapes your reality. And hey, I want you to comment below, drop a super thanks, or just show love, because yes, you are the reason this energy, this chaos, this truth exists. So sit tight, focus, and pay attention. Every second of this speech, every word, every pause is for you, for your rise. For the moment the world realizes it can't touch you. They see you when you don't even know you exist. You've always believed you were alone. Yeah, the truth is brutal. Every step you take, every whisper of doubt you hide in the shadows, it's observed. Silent eyes, unseen hands, calculating, waiting. Oh wow. That feeling you get when someone suddenly knows your weakness before you even speak it? That's not paranoia. That's reality. Those who guard you are closer than your own heartbeat, yet farther than the horizon. They operate where your mind refuses to tread, where your fears cannot touch. And yes, the world thinks you're fragile, naive, vulnerable, but they are wrong. They have been wrong every single time, and they will be again. You walk through streets, through conversations, through the mundane chaos of life, believing that survival depends on luck. Nah, survival has nothing to do with luck. It has everything to do with unseen forces orchestrating your protection, forces that don't ask for gratitude, don't crave recognition. They move quietly, reshaping circumstances, bending reality in ways that are invisible to the casual eye. Your enemies, those petty, scheming fools, think they are in control. They are not. They are marionettes dancing on strings that you cannot see. And those strings, held by hands that would crush them without a moment's hesitation if it threatened you. The brilliance of this protection is in its silence. The beauty is in its subtlety. You might never meet them. You might never know their names. But the moment danger draws close, the moment the world leans in to snatch your future, those unknown allies will act. Swift, precise, relentless. And when it happens, when it happens, it will be shocking. So shocking that your enemies will stagger, question reality itself, and realize that everything they counted on was already dismantled before their thoughts even formed. And yet, there's a deeper, darker truth. Protection is not always comforting. Protection is not a soft pillow for the weak. It is fire in the veins. It is wind that tests your balance. It is a challenge demanding strength, focus, and unyielding resolve. You are not being coddled. You are being forged. Every brush with danger, every fleeting shadow that touches your awareness, every whisper of threat, these are all lessons designed to awaken the untouchable part of you that will rise stronger, sharper, and unshakable. Now consider this. What if everything you've ever feared, every enemy you've ever dreaded, every hidden plot against you has already been neutralized before it could breathe? That's reality. That is the terrifying, exhilarating power of the forces watching over you. They do not act for vengeance. They do not act for themselves. They act for you, because your rise, your survival, your ability to stand untouchable in a world of chaos, it is inevitable. And the magnitude of it? Oh wow, it's something the world is not prepared to witness. What is protection, if not a storm you never see coming? When you think they are only watching, oh wow, that's the moment they begin to move. The air shifts, almost imperceptibly, like a whisper before a hurricane. Every threat you imagined, every scheme plotting against you, it crumbles quietly before it breathes. The people who thought they controlled your fate? Naive. Yeah, painfully naive. They don't see the unseen blades sharpening, the silent architects rearranging the battlefield. And you, yes, you are at the center, untouchable, yet completely unaware of the forces turning chaos into your ally. They do not strike for fame. They do not strike for reward. Nah. They strike because the equilibrium must be maintained, because your survival is more than chance. It is inevitability. And their methods? Unimaginable. Phones that betray secrets, messages that vanish, alliances that collapse like paper under fire. Every move your enemies thought was clever, destroyed before it mattered. They are shadows within shadows, always 2 steps ahead, always anticipating every weakness. And the beauty of it? You may never know how close they were to saving your life at a moment you thought was the end. And yet, there is terror in that precision. It is cold. It is deliberate. You might feel the ripple before the strike, a shiver running down your spine, and think, am I losing control? Nah, it is the exact opposite. Control has never been more absolute. What seems like luck, what seems like coincidence, is nothing but the unseen hands reshaping reality in your favor. Every time the world tries to corner you, these forces pivot the game, turning predators into prey. Every trap you feared, dismantled. Every whisper of betrayal, silenced. And you, standing in the center of the storm, unaware of just how invincible you've become. Here's the subtle, intoxicating truth. Their protection is not gentle. It is not designed to soothe. It is fire. It is wind. It is the kind of storm that tests not only your survival, but your strength, your focus, your ability to rise above fear itself. And when the moment comes for you to witness it, when your enemies finally understand the scale of the power guarding you, oh wow, they will collapse under disbelief. The world cannot prepare for something this absolute, something this unseen, this relentless. And yes, there's more. Protection from unknown hands is not passive. It demands vigilance. It demands resilience. It demands that you recognize the subtle guidance in moments you once thought random, that you trust the unseen currents shaping your path. Because the full weight of their guardianship is not just in neutralizing danger, it is in teaching you to stand untouchable, to move through life with a presence that defies chaos. And when you begin to sense the edge of this power, the magnitude of what it can do, you realize one terrifying truth. What they are willing to do to protect you is beyond anything you've ever imagined. Not all battles roar in the light. Some are won in shadows. Oh yes, this is where it gets ruthless. The protection you've felt. The unseen allies hovering at the edges of your life. They do not just watch. They engage. Every threat, every whisper, every betrayal is confronted in ways the world will never understand. You think you are alone in your struggle? Nah, your enemies are the ones who are blind. They step into traps they cannot see, their schemes unraveling quietly, invisibly, as though the universe itself conspires against them. And you? Standing untouched in the eye of a storm they cannot even comprehend. This war is not loud. There are no drums, no banners, no proclamations. It is a battle of precision, of patience, of calculated inevitability. Every attack on your life, on your reputation, on your destiny, neutralized before it breathes. They dismantle your enemies without revealing themselves, orchestrating chaos in perfect favor of your rise. And yeah, it is terrifying, exhilarating, intoxicating all at once. You feel the pulse of danger, and yet somehow the danger bends around you. It avoids you. It is diverted, redirected, annihilated. You begin to sense it, almost like instinct, almost like a pulse. The world is dangerous, but you are untouchable. Oh wow. Here is the deeper truth. Protection in silence is not comfort. It is fire. It is a test. Every shadow brushing your path, every unexpected turn in life, every betrayal that almost hits home, they are lessons in disguise, designed to forge resilience, sharpen focus, and awaken a power in you that was dormant, untested, unbroken. Your strength is being honed in ways the world will never appreciate, in battles you cannot name, against enemies you will never meet. And this is where you begin to understand the true scale of what protects you. It is not assistance, it is transformation. And yet, the most thrilling part? Your enemies begin to realize too late that they are already behind. Every step they take toward you is anticipated, countered, nullified. The world is moving against them, reshaped quietly by hands they cannot see. Their plans crumble like sand slipping through fingers. And you remain. Oh, yeah, completely untouchable, rising as the chaos destroys everything that threatened you. Every moment, you feel panic, doubt, or fear. The invisible war is already winning. Every shadowed corner, every quiet whisper of danger, they have already intervened, rearranged the board, and set the stage for your ascension. And that is the point. Your enemies will never understand what hit them. They will never know how close they were to unraveling, how close they were to losing everything before it ever reached you. They are not human. They are inevitabilities. Oh, yes. Now you see the scale. The forces guarding you are no longer just preventing harm. They are bending reality itself to ensure your survival. Every obstacle, every threat, every shadow that once loomed over you is rewritten before it even manifests. The laws of chance, the patterns that governed life, they falter in their presence. They exist in a space the mind struggles to comprehend. And you, standing at the center, you feel the pulse of something greater, something so precise it's terrifying and exhilarating all at once. Every enemy you thought invincible, shattered. Every plan set to ruin you, erased before it breathed. And yet they do not announce themselves. Nah, there is no spectacle, no curtain to lift. They operate quietly, like architects of inevitability, pulling the strings of reality with hands unseen, creating paths where none existed, and destroying those that threatened you. You might wonder, why? The answer is simple. Your rise is essential. Your survival is necessary. And their allegiance? Absolute. Oh, wow. It is mesmerizing to witness, even unknowingly. The subtle shifts, the coincidences that feel almost magical, the whispers of danger that vanish just before they strike. All of it meticulously calculated. Protection at this scale is not random. It is precision. It is strategy. It is inevitability. And yet, it demands something from you. Yes, you. Awareness. Presence. The courage to step into the storm knowing it is already tamed for you. Every choice you make, every action you take now resonates with the weight of invisible support that ensures nothing can touch your essence. And here's the most intoxicating part. They do not act merely to shield you. They act to forge you. Yeah. Every confrontation avoided, every danger neutralized, every plan that collapses around your enemies, it is a lesson in power. It is a reminder that your influence, your presence, is not limited by circumstance. You are being sculpted into a force untouchable, undeniable, unstoppable. Every shadow you navigate is a crucible, every whisper of danger a spark, every challenge a flame to temper the steel of your being. And yet, the terror remains thrilling. Your enemies sense it. They realize too late that the battlefield has been rewritten. Every corner they thought was safe for their schemes is already secured against them. Every whisper of betrayal, every trap they set, every plan they relied on, they are illusions. And you are untouchable. Oh yeah, completely beyond their grasp, rising with a presence that makes chaos itself pause. Nah. The scale of this protection cannot be overstated. Invisible, relentless, omnipotent in its subtlety. And when the moment arrives for you to comprehend the full force of what guards you, the magnitude will overwhelm every expectation you have ever held. They are the architects of inevitability, and their will is aligned with yours. Every obstacle, dissolved. Every enemy, defeated. Every shadow of doubt, an opportunity to ascend higher. Fear is a tool, doubt is a weapon, but protection is destiny. Oh, this is the moment you've been walking toward. The edge where the impossible bends, and the invisible guardians reveal their full weight. Every unseen hand that has shaped your path, every quiet strike against threats, every subtle rearrangement of reality, it all converges now. You feel it in your chest, in your pulse, in the air vibrating around you. The world thinks it can test you. Nah, the world cannot even touch what has been forged in shadow. They cannot comprehend what has been silently built for your survival. Every enemy, every plot, every whisper of doubt is already neutralized. And yet the thrill is in the awareness that this was never luck. Oh wow, never luck. It is precision. It is inevitability. Every step you take now resonates with the force that has been guiding, guarding, creating the circumstances for your rise. You begin to understand, not in words, not in evidence, but in instinct, the sheer magnitude of what protects you. And yes, it is terrifying, exhilarating, intoxicating, all at once. The invisible forces that watched, struck, and shaped your life are now fully aligned with your presence. They do not wait any longer. They do not act from the shadows. They operate through the very reality surrounding you. Every barrier, every obstacle, every lingering doubt is removed before it can even appear. Your enemies stare in disbelief as their world collapses quietly, inexorably, and you, standing at the center, untouchable, unshakable, rising beyond fear itself. Yeah, the power you have been nurtured into is no longer hidden. It is not just protection, it is transformation. Every challenge you thought insurmountable, every danger that seemed real, every threat that loomed large, it has been dismantled, redirected, and turned into a proving ground for your rise. And in this crucible, you have become more than anyone expected. You are a force shaped by silence,